up, everybody? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to the weekend preview for May 12th, 2013. And let me tell you, this week, a unique week. Some things going way differently than usual because I will be not physically here. That's right, this week I am not going to be home. I'm going to be on vacation in Philadelphia starting on Monday, and won't be back until late on Friday. And therefore, for 5 straight days, which is the first time in a long time I've really been away for that long, I'm not going to be here. Now, that doesn't mean by any means that there's not going to be new footage and new stuff going on. It just means that we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. So, just allow me to explain very briefly in this video, and I do mean briefly, not like the 30 minutes like usual, how things are going to go, okay? So basically today, I don't know when you're going to be watching this video today because I have no idea when I'm even going to have a chance to upload it. But today is Sunday. Today I'm doing my final stream of the week, which is Fallout 3. I'm going to be doing it for about 2 hours. It'll already have happened by the time you're watching this video, let's put it that way. And I've been doing Fallout 3 streams over the course of this past week. I've also played all of Uncharted Drake's Fortune over the course of this past week on stream. So I've got a significant amount of videos saved up and ready to go this week when I'm not home, basically. So here's how it's going to work. Today, this afternoon, after I finish that first stream, and of course these videos are probably already live or they're going to be live soon, I'm going to be uploading the conclusion of Mass Effect 1 Evil Femshep, which is my, renegade female playthrough of Mass Effect 1. At this point, a lot of people are just saying just get it over with because there are a couple people who are waiting for it, but a lot of people are saying they don't really care about it anymore. I don't know why it won the poll, if that's the case. And by the way, I have some ideas on how to refine these polls so that lots of people can vote on the next one that I have for the next, filler game, so we don't have this problem where a game wins, but it ends up that only the people that voted for the game, which was, what, 400 people, are the only people that actually want to see it, and no one else is really interested. So I've got some ideas on how more people can vote without having to register for forums or whatever, but that'll be coming up after I get back from vacation, okay? Alright, so, conclusion of Mass Effect 1 Evil Femshep, and then probably late in the night, I may actually start my Uncharted Drake's Fortune playthrough, okay? And then what's going to happen is overnight I'm going to queue up, quite literally, the entire week's worth of footage from Monday through Friday to upload to DSP Gaming. Now the way it's going to work is that I'm going to be using YouTube's scheduled uploader. And to give you some perspective on how this works, what you do is you queue all the videos to upload, but then you have to pick in half-hour increments at what time in the future do you want that video to actually publish to YouTube. Now what that means is it's going to show up in your subscription box, it's going to supposedly show up on my channel page, the main page, and also over in the the videos tab on my channel page as well. It should show up in all those places at that specific time that I assign it. Now, my girlfriend actually experimented with this scheduled uploader during the course of this past week. She said it works. As long as the video is fully uploaded and it's processed by the time that you set it to show up in the scheduled uploader, it should work no problem. So I'm heavily relying on YouTube to actually have the scheduled uploader work this week. I'm also heavily relying on them to not all of a sudden do site maintenance over the course of Sunday night into the Monday when these videos will be uploading. And of course I'm also reliant on that my internet's going to work, the browser doesn't crash. There's like 1,000 things that can go wrong. And since I won't physically be home starting on Monday, there's nothing I can do to stop it if something does actually go wrong. So what I'm basically telling you is this. This week I'll be in Philly for vacation. I'm attempting to have footage uploaded all week. I cannot promise you that it will be going up all week. Now here's what I can tell you. I will be in contact via Twitter, at TheyCallMeDSP, and also that Twitter account is linked to my Facebook page, which is also TheyCallMeDSP. So if you want to stay in the know on what's going on with me and my videos in Philly, all the stuff going on, you're going to want to follow that during the course of this week. If anyone notices stuff's going wrong, please let me know, notify me, and I'll just make a public statement. Sorry, I'm not home, it looks like this went wrong, and unfortunately there's nothing I can do to fix it. Now, what my plan is if everything goes fine, and all these videos for this week upload, and they're publishing properly at the times that I assign them, every night when I get back to the hotel room, from doing whatever we're doing during the course of the day in Philly, I'm going to be setting up the videos into playlists, putting the playlists in the right order on my channel, so all that stuff's going to be done at night. So during the day when all these videos are going live, you're like, oh no, there's no playlist. You just have to understand, I'm not physically home to be doing it. I'll be doing it later on in the day. So you see something that's not right, you wait a day, chances are the next day it'll all be sorted out, okay? So that's that. That's the plan for this week for DSP Gaming. What videos will you see on DSP Gaming this week? Okay, that's a big question. Well, you're going to see, in no particular order, okay, you're going to see the second half of the Star Trek co-op playthrough. Star Trek is an awful game. John Rambo and I played it, suffered through it. However, there's some absolutely hilarious moments where game mechanics don't work, where we just die over and over and over and over and over and over, and it's fucking hilarious. So you're going to want to at least check out some parts of that playthrough if you want to just see some hilarity. I mean, it's probably, I compare it to this. You remember a few years back I played Conduit 2, and the playthrough was kind of crappy, but the end of it was so bad that it was hilariously good, and it made the funniest moments of the year because it was so fucking bad. That's exactly what Star Trek is, but I think that these day and age, a lot of people don't give these games a fair look or a fair shake if they don't look good, and so a lot of people are missing out on the funny stuff that's happening in Star Trek, but that's why I'm bothering to upload it, because I think that some people will, and it'll be worth it in the long run. Okay, in addition to Star Trek, you're also going to see more co-op. You're going to see more Battle Block Theater and more of the Doritos Crash Course 2 that we did as co-op on this past Friday. I didn't upload all of it because I didn't have time that night, but I will upload more of that over the course of the week as well. I'll try to stick it in there. Official like playthroughs that are continuing and or starting in no particular order. You're going to see. Sorry, I'm having a blank on the one that I was saying. Oh, the last set of Injustice videos. It's only going to be like maybe 14 more matches, and then no more Injustice for the rest of the week. So I know a lot of people, oh, Phil, you're uploading way too much Injustice. Every day you're uploading like 10, 15 videos, and we don't want to see it. Why people can't just ignore the Injustice videos, because there's a lot more other content that I am uploading. I don't know why they can't just ignore what they don't want to watch, but that's the complaints I'm getting this week. It's done as of Monday. I'm probably going to upload those first thing on Monday. So those will be done. No more Injustice for a while, because I won't even be home to play it. And there's new games coming out next week that are going to be making me busy, so no more Injustice, okay? But the last set will go up. There's going to be the... My God, I'm having a brain fart. I'm trying to remember which series I have. There's the... Well, I already said the conclusion of Mass Effect 1 tonight. The beginning of Uncharted Drake's Fortune is starting, and it probably will honestly complete this week, because it is a shorter game. I'm trying to remember, I think there may be like 50 parts, probably less than that, for the playthrough. And that's a playthrough that I'm telling you right now, some people are going to love it and some people are going to hate it. If you love to see me play a game and fail repeatedly, like to the point where it's hilarious that I just cannot beat certain parts, and you want to hear me rage about the game, this is the playthrough for you, because Uncharted Drake's Fortune is undoubtedly the hardest game in the series. It's unforgivingly difficult in parts, to the point where there's just waves and waves of enemies, of repetitive enemies that look the same, coming at you. You won't even finish one wave, and the next wave will come at you, and you're like, how the fuck am I supposed to kill them when I have no ammo? You didn't even give me a chance to loot bodies yet. And it's just, it was fun. Don't get me wrong, the game is great, the game is fun, but it's hard. And so I rage a lot in that playthrough. So you're going to want to check that out if that's the kind of playthrough you're looking for. I also this week returned to Fallout 3. And a lot of people were like, why is he doing this? What is this? I decided that I wanted to do a playthrough where I returned to a game that, number one, I love. Number two, I never really did a officially full and fair playthrough. The playthrough that I did was half-assed. It was with a camera that wasn't even widescreen, so the footage looked like shit. I screwed up a hell of a lot. And so what I decided to do is go back, do it with direct capture. The game looks gorgeous, by the way. And play the game the right way. Give it a fair shake playthrough, similarly to how I did with the game like Skyrim. And I'm going through the game and I'm doing things differently. I've got a mix of melee and gunplay. I'm doing missions that I skipped in my first playthrough and getting achievements. If you can believe it, I got like 3 or 4 achievements already that I'd never gotten in my first playthrough of the game. So it's a really cool playthrough. People who are watching the live stream loved it. And so that's going to be uploading this week, and there's a lot of footage of that. As of today, I'll have done 4 streams of that. So there's going to be a lot of that coming. Now, what I've said to everyone is Fallout 3 is not a game I'm going to be playing consistently. It's going to be my game that is kind of like my pet project, where every once in a while I'll get burned out, or maybe things are getting stale a little bit, or maybe there's just no new releases, and I don't feel like starting a whole full new retro replay playthrough, I'm going to go back to Fallout 3 during these time periods, and it looks like during the summer of this year in particular is one time when there's probably not going to be a lot of new releases, if any, and that'll be the time to be going back to the well, so to speak, and playing Fallout 3. So you're going to have lots of videos of Fallout 3 coming out this week, and I hope people check them out, especially if you liked the first playthrough, or if you didn't, but if you watched like Skyrim or any of my longer playthroughs, this is going to be the game for you, because it's that kind of game, okay? Now, let me just double check, because I want to be sure I'm not missing anything that I've recorded and saved up for this week, because there's so much footage that I have stored up in anticipation of this happening this week. No, it's looking like that's going to be it. Everything that I mentioned is pretty much going to be what you're going to be seeing over the course of this week. Alright, so just to recap, the end of Star Trek, some more Battle Block Theater, Doritos Crash Course 2, the final set of Injustice, Uncharted Drake's Fortune full playthrough, and a lot of the videos of the beginning of the Fallout 3 new playthrough that I'm doing, okay? All that I will attempt to upload with the YouTube scheduled uploader here on DSP Gaming. Again, I apologize in advance if it goes wrong and it doesn't work. John Rambo will be here on Saturday. We're going to be live streaming our WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view simulation on Twitch, and then subsequently uploading those videos to YouTube. So if you can watch the live stream, great. It's going to be literally like watching the WWE pay-per-view, where we have a match, then we have a break, and we have a match and a break, and we're going to be setting stuff up in between during the breaks. It should be interesting, okay? So definitely check that out. If you can't watch the stream, then just watch the videos on YouTube as usual. We were really pleased with the performance of our WrestleMania sims last month. We're hoping we're going to have some of that momentum carry over, but we don't know if it will, okay? And then Sunday of next week, I am starting Metro Last Light. I'm going to go to GameStop, pick it up, and that's going to be going Sunday and Monday of next week, basically, which leads us into the new week of new releases. And I'll talk all about that next week when we get to it, and I do the next week in preview, okay? So that's the rough plan for gameplay videos this week. Outside of all the gameplay, like I said, I'm going to be in Philly on vacation. And my girlfriend and I are going to be doing vlog-style videos just like we did back last year when we went to Florida. And we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff in Philly, including a Philly cheesesteak challenge, where we're going to be going to several different famous cheesesteak shops, testing out their Philly cheesesteaks, seeing which one is the best one, and judging for ourselves, okay? And we're going to vlog the whole thing. We're going to be going to obviously we're going to go to a hotel, duh. We're going to be going to museums. We're going to be going to Eastern State Penitentiary, which is supposedly haunted. We're going to be going to lots of restaurants, which are different cuisine. I think we're doing French, Asian, tapas, and a steakhouse. So crazy different varied cuisine during the course of the week. We're going to be doing the zoo, Philadelphia Zoo, which I heard is big and fun, and I love zoos, and I can't wait to go. I've never been there. So we're doing a wide variety of things during the course of the week that we're going to attempt to vlog. Now we probably can't do all of it because we've been told a lot of the museums don't let you film inside, which is fine. But we can still vlog like what we saw and what we really liked or didn't like about it. We can vlog our meals and stuff. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up this week on the King of Hate Vlogs, this channel. So, if none of the gameplay footage that I just mentioned to you turns you on, like, oh, I don't want to see old games, you know, there's no new games this week. Yeah, that's true. You're absolutely right. There's nothing new this week, and I'm not going to be home to play Metro Last Light as it's released on Tuesday. I'm going to be doing that on Sunday. Then just definitely check out the King of Hate Vlogs. We're going to try to keep you entertained with all of our trip coverage. People really, really enjoyed the footage of our Florida trip last year. It's going to be along the same vein, so you're definitely going to want to check that out, okay? That's pretty much it. The only last thing I want to mention is that there's going to be some cool stuff coming when I get back from Philly, including I'm going to be planning a new podcast show that I want to do. And this podcast show is going to be talking about all new things, like my first impressions on new releases. It's going to have some content with gaming news, stuff that's going on in the industry. It's going to have a segment called Back in the Day with DSP when I talk about the gaming past. That's right. The idea that I had to do that show earlier this year that never materialized, it's going to be now put into this podcast. It's going to be happening once a week. I'm not exactly sure when right now. We're probably going to be doing things differently than how other people do it. Like, we might not have callers at first. We probably aren't going to have guests. It's just going to be discussing different topics and me basically interacting a little bit with the stream chat, people who were there during the live stream. So that's going to be the point of it. pretty excited to get that off the ground. There's also going to be a special unboxing video next week. I don't want to talk too much about it because it would be a spoiler, but it looks as a pretty cool unboxing from what I can tell. And that's about it. And last but not least, obviously, one last plug for ScrewAttack Gaming Convention. We're going to this convention from June 21st through 23rd in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas this year. sgconvention.com is the website if you want information. And I'm going to put a link in the description of this video where if you are going and you want to hang out with us, we're going to have a panel on Friday at 5 p.m. local time. We're also going to have 2 vendor tables where you can meet and greet with us. We'll autograph stuff for free. It's going to be really fun. There's an Iron Man of Gaming tournament that I'm participating in. So if you can attend, there's a link I put in the description of this video. Please use that link to register because it gives us credit and it lets the ScrewAttack guys know that you're coming to hang out with us. And it makes us look a little better because then maybe next year, if it shows that we have a draw, that we'll be re-invited. So that's the whole point of it, okay? So that was a hell of a lot of information in as short of a period of time as I could relay it. Thank you for hanging in there and bearing with me. Thanks a lot, everyone. I hope that everything goes right this week. If not, I apologize, but at least you can still check out our vlogs on the King of Hate Vlogs. I'll see you all on Saturday for you know, the next stream on Twitch. And that's it. Thanks a lot. Peace out.